Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You are welcome to this another episode where we are comparing these two apps, that is between Tartil, which is just the recent version with AI, then we have AYAT, so which is the oldest version, which has been there for long. You can also test your memorization, right? Then let's now press on it, but that one I've been using it for long. It's not it's not a new it's not new installation. So let's now open it. So once you open it, you are not going to see this kind of view, right? You are not going to see with the tajweed colors and other ones. Then to enable that, you have to go to the menu, then go to option, then it is from here. For the first time, this is what you are going to see, only apps, right? Then it will now download it. It will now download the images within that place. If you have internet on, then you just say okay. Do you understand? So this is what you are going to see for the first time. The network is so somehow. So then if you want to enable that of the tajweed, that is apps, then with tajweed, right? Then we have riwayat warsh, that one too. If you want to enable it, then you can press it there. Then you have to download everything. Do you understand? But you so have some. Then we now go back. So let's now go to the business of today, where we want to now see the memorization side, that is test. If you want to now test your memorization, how will you use it here in how do you call it, ayat? So you press on the option or recitation and memorization. Let's press it here, reciting and memorizing. So if you press there, it will now give you other options, where I know all this one too, you can get them on under Tartil. So this one has been there for long. You just choose a reciter that will be reciting this a particular verse or verses, some verses for you for a number of times that you want. Do you understand? Even if you are a beginner, you can use this one to learn from it. Do you understand? Then after that, there is another way that you can choose a reciter. This is it. So if you press on it, you can download any reciter that you know in the world except few, right? So then this is what we want to discuss, that is the memorization test. So if you now press on the memorizing test, so it will now ask you from which surah to which surah. If you already memorized the whole Quran, you can choose from Al-Fatiha to An-Nas. Then it will be asking you one question. Do you understand? It also hides verses. But let's just check something here. Let's check from Surah Al-Ahqaf, since we've been doing that. So Ahqaf, so either let's just choose that only surah. Let's assume you want to check Ahqaf, your memorization on Surah Ahqaf alone, you can just choose that. But if you want to choose like from Ahqaf to Surah Al-Qaf or the Surah Nas, you can do that. Let's just start. So this is the first question. You can see its own headline. So memorization test, new question. So it now brought out only one verse, which is the Surah Al-Ahqaf, right? So it's now asking you to recite the next verse. As you know, when your fellow woman being want to now ask the question, you just start from anywhere, then you have to bring out the next verse, right? So let's now see. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So you have to fill in all the blank pages. Do you understand? Those one from where is pointing. I don't think because maybe they've given you the surah that you are seeing, then you can easily catch up. No, it's not like that. It's all depend on whether you use to revise always or not. Do you understand? It's just like your fellow man been asking you a question, but the difference is that you are not looking at the screen, right? So here too, you are looking at the screen, but you don't know the next verse that is coming if you are not constant of recitation. So let's now see. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Hamim. Tanzilul kitabi min Allahil Azizil Hakim. Here, there is nothing like either identifying whether you made wrong or you make it right. So it's not less for you to decide whether it's right or not. Then you are going to know whether you are right or not once you now press on that ayah that you just read. As you can see, I said Tanzilul kitabi min Allahil Azizil Hakim. Do we understand? So that is that of ayat. So you can also, if you now maybe you've answered the first question, so you can just keep on reading. After you read the next verse, you press. If you read this one too, you press. The last one, if you read it, then you press. That is how it keep on coming. But since the other one is using AI, then it's going to be coming automatically. I know in the future, inshallah, they too, the owners of AYAT app, they will also upgrade theirs. So if you want to now go to the next question, that is, if you read the first question, then you have to wait for the second question. Then we now press on new question. So if you now press on new question, it will now bring another surah for you. So as you can see, the ayat that has been read for you, that you can see on the screen, is وَالَّذِي قَالَ لِوَالِدَيْهِ أُفٍّ لَكُمَا أَتَعِدَانِنِي أَنْ أُخْرَجَ وقد خلت القرون من قبلي وهما يستغيثان الله ويلك آمن إن وعد الله حق فيقول ما هذا إلا أساطير الأولين. Then you have to read the next verse, which is zulaikhastudio, right? So if you got it right, then you just press it. Zulaikhastudio, right? Then the next verse, what need to come, then you have to read it. Here, you see that you don't know it. That if you don't know the next verse, there is no sound that will indicate that you are wrong, right? Like that of tartil. So you only need to press to remind yourself the next verse. I hope you understand. If you now go again, next question, they will now bring you again back. So that is why I say it's only asking one question. So as you can see, it starts from the third verse now, right? So which is Qul Ara'aytum. So if you now finish reading this one, it's is it Waman Adallu or Faman Adallu. So you have to know if it is wa or me or fa. Do you understand? So that is just the difference we have between that of Tartil, the recent Quran app which is using AI, and that of AYAT. So AYAT is free. It's free. So but you don't need to own your data to be doing all the things, right? So but until you have to own your data, and everything you need or what you need will be identified for you. Whether you made mistake either on the elongation, any of the rules of the tajweed. So if you make mistake, it will correct you. Do you understand? So inshallah, if you can afford any of either Tartil, then you can buy it. If you cannot afford it, you can start with AYAT. They are all good. Do you understand? May Allah grant us Jannah to Firdaus. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.